Hello everyone, welcome to AFS Hackers. I'm Afshan and I'm so excited that you are taking the time to learn about my favorite subject, that is social engineering. So this is going to be a mini course and the introduction to social engineering. In this video, you will learn what is social engineering, the phases of social engineering, the common targets of social engineering attack, and the different types of social engineers we have. And we can also see the what are the emotions used in social engineering attack and different types of social engineering attacks such as online and offline attack types. And the last one we'll see the best practices that how we can prevent the social engineering attacks, and we'll also see some phishing email samples as well. So let's start with the first topic, that is what is social engineering. Okay, according to NIST, or the National Institute of Standards and Technology, an attempt to trick someone into revealing information, example a password, that can be used to attack systems or networks, or the act of deceiving an individual into revealing sensitive information, obtaining unauthorized access, or committing fraud by associating with the individual to gain confidence and trust. So basically, social engineering is a common mechanism to take advantage of human and human nature. The person who is performing social engineering is called as social engineer. Social engineers manipulate human feelings such as curiosity or fear to carry out schemes and draw victims into their traps. Let's learn the phases of social engineering. So the first phase of social engineering is information gathering or reconnaissance. Second phase is select a victim. Third is develop a relationship. Fourth is exploit the relationship. Fifth and the last one is goal satisfaction. Let's see each phase in more detail. Let's start with the information gathering. So basically, information gathering is necessary when performing any type of cybersecurity task because it gives the user more knowledge about the target system and networks in order to make an informed decision on how they want to proceed with their attack vector. So basically, reconnaissance or the information gathering is a crucial part of any hacking operation. Cybersecurity information gathering process often includes the passive reconnaissance, active reconnaissance, and the physical reconnaissance. Let's see each of this process one by one. So let's start with the passive reconnaissance. Passive reconnaissance is an attempt to gain information about targeted computers and networks without actively engaging with the systems. So typically, passive reconnaissance can include physical observation of an enterprise building, sorting through discarded computer equipments in an attempt to find equipment that contains data, or discarded paper with the username and password, or maybe eavesdropping on employees' conversation. Maybe the researching the target through common internet tools such as Whois database. Attacker can also impersonate an employee in an attempt to collect information. So I have listed some passive reconnaissance tools here. So the first one is Shodan. So basically, Shodan is a search engine for finding specific devices and device types that exist online. Second one is Google. Google is a search engine, we all know this. Third one is Google Doc. So basically, it's a search string that uses advanced search operator to find information that is not rapidly or readily available on a website. Fourth one is Webalizer. Webalizer is a Chrome extension or a browser extension that uncovers the technologies used on website. Like, it will show the technological stack the website is using. The fifth one is Whois. Whois is a query and response protocol that is widely used for querying databases that store the registered user or assignees of an internet resources such as domain name, an IP address, or an autonomous system, but it also used for wider range of other information. Let's see the next reconnaissance process, that is active reconnaissance. So in active reconnaissance, the attacker engages with the target system, typically conducting a port scan to find any open ports. So basically, active reconnaissance is when you interact directly with the computer system in order to gather system specific information about the target, unlike the passive information gathering that relies on the publicly available data or the information. On the other hand, active information gathering relies on tools that will send different types of requests to the computer. Basically, the goal is to gather information about the devices or the other devices that are connected on the same network. So active reconnaissance tools are Nmap. We all know Nmap. Nmap is a network mapper, is a free and open source utility for network discovery and security auditing. Second is Nikto. Uh, Nikto is a free software command line vulnerability scanner that scan web servers for dangerous files or CGIs or outdated server software and other problems. Third one is Nessus. Nessus is a remote security scanning tool which scan a computer and raises an alert if it discovers any vulnerabilities that malicious hacker could use to gain access to any computer you have connected to a network. Fourth one is OpenVAS. So OpenVAS is also a vulnerability scanner that checks visible ports, services it can access for known exploit and high-level web threats like cross-site scripting, vulnerability, and improper file access. Fifth one is Metasploit. Metasploit is a framework, is a Ruby-based modular presentation testing platform that enables you to write, test, and execute exploit code. Last tool in the list is the Harvester. The Harvester is a command line tool included in Kali Linux that act as a wrapper for a variety of search engines, and it is used to find email accounts, subdomains name, virtual host, and open ports. Let's see the third reconnaissance process, that is physical reconnaissance. So if the exercise is going to be partially conducted on site, it is imperative to familiarize yourself with that environment. For example, if I'm targeting any bank, in our case, let's say HDFC. Okay, so first I will perform the passive reconnaissance. First, I will go to the HDFC bank site and I will find the location. Okay, location of the bank. Once I get the location, I will perform the physical reconnaissance there. I will go to the HDFC bank and I will observe each and everything like an attacker. Okay, for example, I will check what are the employees wearing, like they are wearing any uniform or they are in the normal clothes. I will also check the employee's ID card because it is really important. You just need to check what is the color of their ID card, what is the font. So you just need to observe, okay? Or I will also check how many CCTV cameras are there and the external devices such as power supplies or air conditioning unit, because it usually reveal who the service company is, and it will be really easy for me to prepare my attack or plan my attack. So types of physical information gathering are shoulder surfing, dumpster diving, and piggybacking. We will see these types of attack in more detail. Let's see how to gather information and what are the sources we can gather information. So the first source is gathering information from website. So spending some quality time with the site can lead you clearly understanding what they do, the products and services they provide, physical location, contact numbers, job openings, board of directors and employees detail, support forum, email naming conventions. So it is really easy to gather the information, right? You just need to go to the target website and find out all these information there. Okay, let's see the second source. Second source is search engines. Obviously, web crawlers can be used to fetch information about anything, and this include companies, persons, services, and even real hacks. So Google is the best place to find information. Third source is social media. I love social media, by the way. I love doing reconnaissance on social media. So many companies have embraced social media It's cheap marketing that touches a large number of potential customers. Okay, like Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and other social networks are a great source of information to build a profile, especially when targeting individuals. Because nowadays everyone is posting each and everything about their life on social media. So it will be really easy for a social engineer to gather that information and use it in a malicious way. Fourth is public servers. Public servers are also a great source of information. Fifth is user sites, blogs, and YouTube channel. So user sites such as blog, wikis, and online videos may provide not only information about the target company but also offer the personal details and connection. Nowadays, people are making this blog videos, okay, and they are showing their the whole day, like what we are eating, what we are doing, when we are going to shop, like these things. They are just showcasing each and everything about their life on their vlog. The last but not the least, the simple observation is really powerful. So for example, if I'm targeting any company, so I will also check, does my target company's employees use keys or RFID cards or other methods to enter the building? Is there any designated area for smoking? Are dumpsters locked, and does the building have external cameras? So these are the 6 sources of information gathering. Let's see the phase 2, that is select a victim or group. So on the basis of the investigation, attackers select a victim or a group of non-technical people because they are the weakest link in the organization and they are not well aware about the social engineering term. So it will be really easy for an attacker to fool them and gather sensitive information. I have prepared an example. It is a very short example. You guys will understand the concept, like how this phase is actually work. So let's see. So we have this dark shadow and she is working with evil eye and her job title is salesperson. Okay, and we have another employee from evil eye and his name is black shadow and he's a security analyst. So in this case, like who is the weakest link in the organization? Like if I am attacking the evil eye, so what is the weakest link? Like we will select the non-technical people, right? So in this case, the dark shadow is the person who is the weakest link in an organization because she doesn't know anything about social engineering, because she doesn't have a technical background, right? On the other hand, if I'm targeting black shadow, okay, if I just want to select a victim here, so I will not select black shadow as a victim because obviously he's a security analyst. He knows each and everything about social engineering and the technical stuff because obviously he's a security analyst. So I will not select black shadow as a victim. I will select dark shadow and we will see this thing in a practical way. Okay, so I hope you guys understand. Select a victim phase. We will select a non-technical people. We will not select the people who is already working in cybersecurity. Okay, now let's see the third phase, that is developer relationship. So in this step, attacker trying to develop a relationship with a victim on social media such as LinkedIn, Facebook, and maybe face-to-face contact. This is a critical point as the quality of the relationship dictates the level of collaboration and the length to which the target will go to assess the attacker in achieving the attacker's aim. Okay, in this step, an attacker can connect on a personal level on phone or in-person meeting. They can also build an online relationship with the target through a fake profile on a dating site such as Tinder or social networking sites such as Facebook or Instagram. So let's see this step in a practical way, okay, how we can develop a relationship. So let me open my LinkedIn account. I have created a short demo for this phase. Let's see. So this is my LinkedIn profile and let's search the dark shadow. So as you guys can see, she is working for Evil Eye and she's a salesperson at Evil Eye. Okay, now let's see her activities. Okay, show all activities. As you guys can see, the first post is I am thinking about adding another cat to my family. So for this post, we can think or we can understand that she is a cat lover, right? And she's adding another cat to her family, right? One thing we have noticed. The second post is 11 hours ago. She has posted, "We are so happy to announce our new collaboration with AFS Hackers. Looking forward to working with you guys." Okay. So basically we just find out that they have collaborated with AFS Hackers, right? Second information. Okay. Third is, let's see, third post. She has posted this post 2 days ago, right? So the post is, "We are hiring and the role is junior penetration tester, and the minimum degree requirement is bachelor, preferred degree requirement is bachelor, experience is, minimum years of related experience required 5 years, and the preferred experience is 8 years." As you guys can see, there's hell lots of certifications like OSCP, CISSP, and GRC certification for an entry level position, that is junior penetration tester. Wow. So share your updated profile on, she has mentioned her Gmail account. Okay. But in real time cases, there might be an company's email address. Okay. So as you guys can see, we have found her Gmail. I am darkshadowI@gmail.com. So let's copy this email and we will send our updated resume to her Gmail account. Let's write Dark Shadow, working for Evil Eye, and she's a cat lover. She's a cat lover. And they have collaborated. Evil Eye collaborate with AFS Hackers. So we have find out the partner, okay, and we have found out the information that she's a cat lover and her email address. So we are developing a relationship, right? I will send her a message. Okay, let's see. So I have sent her the message that is, "Hi Dark Shadow, hope you are doing well. I have seen your post about the job opening in your company. I have 5 years of experience and I am OSCP certified, but I'm not. Here is my updated resume." So for example, instead of sending my resume, I can send her the malicious link, or I can send her the infected document, right? But in this case, I have just sent my resume. Let's see. As you guys can see, she has received this message. So this is the first plan, okay? If it's not work, I will send her the infected document to her Gmail account. And because she's recruiting, she needs to open that infected attachment, right? If this plan will not work, so I have the second option. I can develop a relationship with her on the basis of her post, that is, she's a cat lover, right? My next plan would be, like, I will send her messages related to cats, and we will discuss about, cats and cat food, and we can share pictures with each other, right? I can exploit the relationship by sending her the malicious link or maybe an infected document. If you just, find out the interest of the individual or person, so it will be really easy for you to prepare or plan your attack. So I hope you understand this short demo, like how this phase actually work. Let's see the phase 4, that is exploit relationship. This is when the attacker use both information and relationship to actively infiltrate the target. In this phase, the attacker focuses on maintaining the momentum of compliance established in phase 2 without raising suspicion. So example of successful exploitation include the act of holding the door open or otherwise allowing the attacker inside the facilities or the building or an enterprise. Next one is disclosing password and username over the phone. Inserting a USB drive with a malicious payload to a company computer. Next one is opening an infected email attachment. So these are the example of successful exploitation. I hope you understand this phase. Let's see the fifth phase, that is goal satisfaction. So if the goal is achieved in an exploitation phase, the interaction need to be closed down. without any suspicion. The objective is to end the engagement without getting noticed by the target. It is important to end the interaction as naturally as possible. In addition, the attacker erases digital footprints and ensure no items or information are left behind. As a result, the attacker accomplished two important goals. First, the target does not know an attack took place, and the second, the attacker keeps his or her identity hidden. A well planned and smooth exit strategy is the attacker's goal and final act in the attack. So basically, you guys might think that she has used her own LinkedIn profile, as you guys can see. But if I'm actually targeting any company or any individual, so I will not use my personal or my legitimate profile. I will use the fake profile. Okay, I will create a fake profile and I will talk to the dark shadow or maybe the black shadow. If I want the higher privileges in the system, so I will target the black shadow, right? But if I just want the entry in the system, so I will definitely hack the black shadow from evil eye. So I hope you understand the each phases of social engineering. So let's see what are the different types of social engineers out there. So the first is hackers. Hackers are using social engineering in major attacks as well as in minor breaches throughout the world. Next is penetration tester. True penetration testers learn and use the skills that the malicious hackers use to truly help ensure a client's security. Penetration testers are people who might have the skills of a malicious black hat hacker, but who never use the information for personal gain or harm to the target. Third is spies. Spies from all over the world are taught the different methods of fooling the victim into believing they are someone or something they are not. Next is identity thieves. Identity thefts use personal information such as person name, bank account numbers, address, birth date, and social security numbers without the owner's knowledge or without the victim's knowledge. Scam artist. A scam artist is a person who attempts to defraud others by presenting a fraudulent offer and pretending that it is legitimate. Next is disgruntled employees or dissatisfied employees. So basically, employees become dissatisfied or disgruntled due to various professional and personal reasons such as lack of advancement, poor management, limited work-life balance, and more. So actually, these people are the threat, or we can say insider threat to an organization. Let's see the next. Government. Government utilize social engineering to control the messages they release as well as the people they govern. Next is salespeople. Salespeople must master many people skills. The art of sales takes many skills such as information gathering, elicitation, influence, psychological principles, as well as many other people skills. Doctors, psychologists, lawyers. Doctors, psychologists, and lawyers utilize the same method used by the other group in this list. They must use elicitation and proper interaction and interrogation tactics to do their work properly. So these are the different types of social engineers. So now let's learn what are the common targets of social engineering. So the first target is receptionist. So basically, receptionist is the first person visitors see in many companies. Receptionists see many people go in and out of an office and they hear a lot of things. So basically, receptionists are meant to be helpful and therefore they are not security focused. Next target is help desk. Help desk is another common target due to the information they may have about the infrastructure. Next is system administrator. So basically, system administrator can also be valuable target because of the information they possess. The typical administrator can be counted on to have very high level knowledge of infrastructure and application as well as the future development plans. Basically, if you want to have a higher level privilege in the system, so you definitely target system administrators. Next one is users and client. Users are probably one of the biggest sources of leaks because they are the one who handle, process, and manage information day to day. They are the weakest link in an organization, so it will be really easy for an attacker to fool them. Next is vendors and executives. So executives are another prime target for attacks because individuals in these type of position are not focused on security. In fact, many of the people in these positions focus on business processes, sales, finance, and other areas. So in short, these are the common targets of social engineering. I hope you understand it, guys. Let's learn the next topic, that is types of social engineering attack. So I have categorized social engineering attack into two types. The first one is online or computer based. Second one is offline. Let's learn these types of attack one by one. Let's learn the online or computer based attack first. So computer based social engineering relies on computers and internet. These attacks usually include sending email attachments containing malicious code, data collection through fake website and pop-up windows. Next one is offline or human-based social engineering. Human-based social engineering involves human interaction. Social engineer can perform attacks by gaining information through communication, impersonation, and dumpster diving. Such attacks are known to be human-based social engineering. Now let's see the example of computer-based or online social engineering attack. The first one is phishing. Second one is spam mail. Third one is malware. Fourth one is smishing. Fifth one is spear phishing. Now let's see the example of offline attack. The first one is eavesdropping. Second is shoulder surfing. Third is tailgating. Fourth is dumpster diving. Fifth is impersonation. Let's see each of these attacks in detail. Social engineering online attack types. Okay, let's see the first one, that is phishing. So basically, phishing is a technique in which an attacker sends an email or provides a link falsely claiming to be from a legitimate site to acquire a user's personal or account information. Second one is whaling, a phishing attack that is specifically aimed at wealthy, powerful, or famous individuals. For example, Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, and Elon Musk are wealthy and powerful individuals. So if you targeting these people, so it will count as a whaling attack. Third one is wishing. Wishing is short for voice phishing, which involves making phone calls or leaving voice messages pretending to be from a reputable companies, but they are not from a reputable companies. So this is an impersonation technique in which the attacker tricks individual to reveal personal and financial information using voice technology such as the telephone system or mobile phone. Let's see the fourth attack, that is smishing. In smishing, the attacker sent fraudulent text messages pretending to be from reputable companies. Fifth one is pop-up windows. So basically, pop-ups trick user into clicking a hyperlink that redirects them to a fake web pages asking for personal information or downloading malicious programs such as keyloggers, trojans, or spyware. Number 6 is baiting, a type of social engineering attack where a scammer uses a false promise to lure a victim into a trap which may steal personal and financial information or infect the system with malware. Now let's see the social engineering offline attack or human-based attack. The first one is tailgating. Gaining entry to an electronically locked system is to follow someone through the door they just unlock. Next one is dumpster diving. As the saying goes, like one man's trash is another man's treasure. So in this case, Dumpster diving involves looking in the trash for any valuable information like data written on pieces of paper or computer printout. So basically, attacker may be able to collect sensitive or important information from waste basket and other collection points. In best practice, such information should be shredded, burned, or otherwise destroyed to avoid it being intercepted by an attacker. Third one is shoulder surfing, watching someone over their shoulder when they enter sensitive data such as password or credit card information. This type of attack takes place when one party is able to look over another's shoulder or spy on another's screen. Fourth one is pretexting, the act of creating and invented scenarios in order to pursue a targeted victim to release information or perform some action. Fifth one is eavesdropping. So basically, it's an act of secretly listening to the private conversation or communication of others without their consent in order to gather information. Sixth one is piggybacking. An authorized person intentionally or unintentionally allow an unauthorized person to pass through a secure door. So these are the social engineering online and offline attack types. I hope you understand it, guys. So maybe you guys are thinking what makes a phishing attack or social engineering attack so successful. The answer is simple. That is human behavior, specifically our emotions. So let's see what are the emotions used in social engineering attack. So the first emotion is greed. So basically, greed is a selfish and excessive desire for more of something, such as money, than a person needs. Greed is a part of being human, and for this reason, social engineers find it to be very successful tool. So don't go for any kind of free money. So the next emotion is fear. So basically, malicious actors commonly use fear to manipulate their victims because it is one of the most powerful human emotion. For example, a phony email stating that your online bank account has been compromised and requires a new password will elicit fear in the most people. So fear is a very powerful emotion in social engineering attack. Number three is urgency. Basically, hackers use fake security alerts like virus infection blocked, and virus will steal and delete your iCloud and photos and contacts if you don't act now. They just want to click on something that is malicious. So basically, don't make decision in urgency. Next is curiosity. Curiosity is another technique used in social engineering. The attackers promise something of interest or adventurous to deceive the victim. This type of attack could be as simple as sending an email stating your Amazon purchase for the amount of maybe $500 is ready to ship. Click here to view your order. So this type of email may trigger the curiosity of the target who may feel compelled to click on the link. So don't click on any link basically if it is not from an authorized source. Let's see the next emotion, that is desire to help or helpfulness. Being helpful can be an asset on many occasions. However, willingness to help others can be used against a person during malicious social engineering attack. So don't just blindly help other people. Let's see the next emotion, that is trust. Trust is a very strong emotion we human feel. Like if we see an association with a brand or person we trust, then the communication gathers more credibility. So these are the emotions used in social engineering attacks. I hope you understand these emotions. So let's see some phishing email samples so you will have more clarity regarding these emotions. The first emotion is urgency. And as you guys can see, this particular email is from the Amazon.com. Let's open this email and let's see. So the subject is urgent. Your order has been cancelled. Dear Amazon customer, your recent order in Amazon.com has been cancelled due to fraudulent activity detected by our automatic systems. Your account has been suspended on a temporary basis. You are requested to activate your account by verifying email and payment information. Click the link below to log in to Amazon account and complete the process. Here's the link, and thanks for using Amazon. So basically this is a phishing email because the subject is urgent, right? So let's see the red flags. So these are the red flags. There's a lot of grammatical mistakes here. So as you guys can see, this link is not from the amazon.com, it is from the amazon.net. So once you click on this link, you will redirect to this particular website, that is amazon.net. And once you entered your credential, boom, your account is compromised. Let's see the second emotion, that is fear. And it is from the netflix.com, and the receiver of this email is Josh. As you guys can see, it is from the Netflix, that is subscriptions@netflix.com. Let's open this email. Okay, so the subject is invoice failed, account blocked. So now the emotion trigger, that is fear, because our account is blocked. Let's go through this email. Dear customers, we are having some trouble with your current billing information. We will try again, but in the meantime, you may want to update your MasterCard in your payment details. So as you guys can see, here's a link of www.netflix.com account update. So we are here to help you. If you need it, visit the help center for more information or contact us. Thanks for using Netflix. Let's see the red flags. So the main red flag is if you hover on this link, it is not from the netflix.com, it is from netflix.com, because as you guys can see, the I is capital instead of small l. Let's see the another example. Okay, so another fear emotion. So this email is from the customer care at sbi.co.in, and the sender and the receiver of this email is rohan@gmail.com. Let's see the SBI phishing email, how the attacker craft this email. Okay, the subject is urgent. Your account has been disabled. Dear Rohan, due to suspicious recent activity, your account has been disabled temporarily. When you are in a secure location, please download the attachment and review the included transaction. The reply back to this message letting us know if this activity was yours. Thanks for your prompt attention to this matter. SBI Bank team scanned and cleaned by antivirus. And here's an attachment, that is transaction.exe. So let's see the red flags. From, as you guys can see, it is not from the SBI. There is a 2I here, like when you are in fear, so you don't give too much attention to the email address once you receive these kind of messages. And as you guys can see, it is not a transaction, it is not an Excel file, it is .exe file. So it is a big red flag that no bank send you this transaction.exe file. So there is no need to download this kind of file in your system. If you just receive these kind of messages or email, then please log in to your bank account, just see the history, see the transaction, and don't just click on any link and don't download any transaction.exe file. Let's see the next emotion, that is greed. So it is from the Kotak Bank. Okay, so subject is 5,000 rupees credited to your account. Dear Kotak customer, 5,000 rupees credited to your bank account. Click the following link to see the transaction history. So let's see the red flag. As you guys can see, there's a grammatical mistakes in this particular email. Okay, and it is not from the Kotak Bank, it is from the katak.com, Katak. It is not from the Kotak Bank. If you just hover over this link, it is redirecting you to this www.katak.com. So once you click on this link, your account will be compromised, or maybe you lose your money. So this is an example of greed. Don't go for free money. Let's see the another example. Okay, it is from the support at facebooklotteryteam.com to Joshua. Let's see. Okay, Facebook lottery team. Congratulations. We, Facebook lottery team, proudly announce that your email account has been luckily selected among the 3 lucky winner who has won the sum of 5 million USD in the beginning of the year. Your winning pin is, okay, here is your pin. Note, you need to keep your PIN confidential for security reason. Kindly forward your bank details to our finance manager. Contact person John Mason, and email is john@facebooklotteryteam.com. So let's see the red flags here. There's a lot of grammatical mistake in this particular email. So you don't have to provide any of your bank details to these kinds of emails, because these are from the attackers or maybe the hackers. They just, they just want to manipulate your thought that you have won the lottery, but it is not true. It is basically, it's a scam. uh, don't share personal information with any of these type of email. Let's see the next emotion, that is help. So this email is from the helpukraine@gmail.com to ali@gmail.com. Let's see. Okay, so the subject is help Ukraine stop the war. Army of Ukraine need your support. Please help us defend our freedom and independence. The National Bank of Ukraine has decided to open a special uh, fundraising account to support the armed forces of Ukraine. Please do not ignore this message. Stand with the people of Ukraine. Now we are accepting cryptocurrency donation, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and USDT. Here is the BTS or Bitcoin and Ethereum number, and thank you for your support. Let's see the red flags. As you guys can see, there is a grammatical mistake in this email, right? It is a scam, guys. Like people just asking you to help Ukraine, but instead of helping Ukraine, they are just making their own money with the help of these scams. So don't fall for these kinds of scams, and don't send your hard-earned money to these scammers and these cyber criminals. Now let's learn what are the best practices to prevent social engineering attack. So the first step is set a spam filter to high. So basically every email program has spam filters. To find out, look closely through your settings option and set them to high. It will help you keep away from spam messages to large extent. Number two is never use the same password for different accounts. So if the attackers get hold of one account, they will be able to hack other accounts too. So never use the same password for all of your account. Number three is use two-factor or multi-factor authentication. So basically MFA provide extra layer of security to your accounts. It can be a security question, a captcha, fingerprint, or SMS confirmation code. So enable MFA to all of your social media account now. Number fourth is when in doubt, change password right away. So if you think you gave away your password to a spammer, change all of your password immediately. Number five is keep your antivirus or anti-malware software updated. So make sure you are using updated antivirus or anti-malware software. Number six is don't open emails and attachment from suspicious sources. Like if you don't know the sender, don't open the email. It's a simple rule. Let's see the number seven. Create a strong password with at least 8 characters that includes combination of mixed case, letters, and numbers. So create a strong password always for all of your social media accounts and all of the banking site you guys are using. Number 8 is don't make it easy for hackers to compromise multiple accounts by using the same password. Change your password frequently and don't use the same password for all of your account. Number 9 is avoid using public Wi-Fi when transmitting sensitive data. Like if you are doing any online transaction, banking transaction, so don't use public Wi-Fi. Okay. Number 10 is never leave a computer unattended while using online banking. Number 11 is never conduct banking transaction while multiple browsers are open on your computer. So just open one browser and do your transaction and clear the history and then close that browser, okay? Simple steps. 12 is only use sites that contain HTTPS in the address. So don't visit HTTP sites, okay? Like it will be malicious site, and don't give your personal information on these site which has HTTP in the address bar. Let's see the 13th step, that is never share username and password information with third party providers. So it's a basic rule that you don't have to share your password with anybody. Number 14, avoid using an automatic login feature that saves username and password. So if you just log into any website with your username and password, so the website will ask you to save the password, right? So don't use this automatic login feature. It is not a good practice. So avoid it. Number 15 is keep yourself informed about new cybersecurity risk. Like if you guys can see now Russia and Ukraine war, there's so many cyber attacks are going on between these two countries. So keep yourself updated about the latest security attack. Number 16 is if you get a message from your bank, whether it be a pop-up on a web page, an email, or a text, don't click the link. Instead, open a new browser window, type the address of your bank, and log in completely independently from that link that was sent to you. Number 17 is don't download software or content from untrusted site or untrustworthy sites. Number 18 is read the privacy policy of a website before providing personal information. So these are the best practices to prevent social engineering attacks, and I hope you guys will implement these practices in your day-to-day life and when you are doing online transaction. So remember these steps, remember these best practices. It will be really helpful for you and your family. So that's it for this video, guys. I hope you like it. Please share this video with your friends who are learning about the social engineering and who are new in cybersecurity, and make sure that you are subscribing to my YouTube channel. We'll see you guys in my next video. Till then, take care and keep learning. Bye bye.